Justin here, and I have another update for you on the ice and the fishing out here on Lake St. Clair.
Hey, Smitty! Let's fish it!
Alright guys, as I start off this report, I need to stress one very important thing. Slight pet peeve of mine and probably a few of you out there. And that is when it's late ice and there's that guy that just has to have his quad or his snowmobile out there on the ice. I want to make a plea to that guy or guys or girl. Please leave the machine at home. Couple reasons why. One, there's spearing holes out here that could be skimmed over, and you may just drive over it and lose your machine and be paying a lot of money to Michigan Marine Salvage to haul that back up for you. So if you don't like that bill, if you don't want that bill, that's one big reason why not to be out there. Two, you're going to beat up the entrances where you are allowed to drive machines onto the ice and make it harder and harder for those that are walking to get off the ice. And three, we can all use a little more exercise in our life, so go ahead, travel light, walk it out. But with that said, let's head on down towards Crocker and the spillway. The spillway is blown out. It's flowing like crazy, debris coming out of it. You ain't fishing it. You ain't walking on it, obviously, unless you're Jesus. And even then, I don't think you'll want to walk on it right now. If you want to access the ice right there at the boat ramp, you can definitely get on some ice right there. As you can see in the picture, there are guys out there. I'm just going to stress caution here, guys. Don't go out around beacons and push your luck going out that way. That spillway pushes a lot of water to the north when it flows like this, because it does go from 7-8 foot of water up to like 2-3 foot, so it balloons out, and it does push water to the north. And with the gas pockets that we have in that area, you could have some really sketchy conditions out there by beacons getting around towards Geno's and the Willows. Just, it's not worth the risk right now. They are catching a few fish right there at the boat ramp. Nothing spectacular that I've heard of, but they're getting a few. But if you're looking for a little bit better fishing, a little safer, more consistent access, the Metro Park is by far your best bet, guys. You got the day sail ramp that is a little beat up, as you can see here in the video. And you can see that there's guys out there fishing today. But there's plenty of places along that shoreline to walk onto, either down by the beach, off the rocks right there at the day sail, or heck, just throw some waders on, spud your way to the edge of the good stuff, hop on up it, and carry on with your merry way. As you can see by the pictures that I've been putting up throughout the report here so far, the fishing has gotten better, guys. Is it set the world on fire? Everybody's going to catch a limit? No. Guys are catching limits. Guys are finding good quality fish. So that is always a good and promising thing, especially going into the early part of late ice. But with late ice, you need to use caution. Take the spud bar, have all your safety equipment with you, hand spikes, all that stuff. And enjoy yourself. It's nice and warm out. Just be smart. Heading up towards Selfridge and Cotton Road area, the boat ramp itself is fried. That is normal for when there's flow like we had. So you're not going to be getting on there. But little quick news that some guys may not be aware of. The Freshwater Committee actually petitioned the DNR to open up part of the railing there so that you guys can get on and off the ice with your Shanies and your lighter equipment and access the ice out there, since that does always happen there. And they actually did it this year. So I have heard rumors of guys walking down towards the barracks. I haven't done it. I don't know of anybody personally, just, you know, second, third hand information that guys have been going down that way. I have talked to a few guys that are fishing up by Cotton Road. You are not just going to walk off the shore and get on the ice there. You're going to need waders to get on the ice, or some planking to get on out to the good solid ice that's out there, you know, anywhere from 2 foot to 10 foot off of shore, depending on where you're at. Up in that area, though, there is a lot of creeks and channels that have flowing water on them from drainage. So you need to be cautious of those areas close to shore. You're going to have some sketchy areas and some suspect areas that you may go through if you're not paying attention. And I really don't want to see anybody get hurt this winter. Out here, we've had a pretty successful season so far in that regards from everything I have heard or been able to confirm. Anything that happened both Canadian and the U.S. side. So we've been very fortunate in that regard this year. Saginaw, not so much. Guys up there are taking some pretty risky chances this winter. But hey, we all have the power of choice. It just sucks when it happens. We feel for the families, and we don't need to have that down here in our community this winter. Heading up towards the north end, towards Fairhaven. It's kind of the same story at Selfridge. The ramp is beaten up, not because of water flow, but because guys up there just gotta run their go fast snowmobiles and be stupid up there. It's the MO of the area, but they also are allowed to do it out there, and just like you're allowed to fish, they're allowed to go run their snowmobiles and race and have a good time. So sounds like for the most part they were respectful. The fishermen stayed away. I didn't hear any major issues. There's always a few here and there, but the fishing up there has been good. The backwater areas have started to produce some fish. The ones that do not have flowing water are producing some fish, and guys are getting out and fish. That anywhere that open water has happened, like at the Selfridge boat ramp, some of the canals here and there have opened up where there's good flow. Go ahead and fish a bobber around the docks. There's crappie in there, there's bluegill in there. So there is some long rod action going on. For those of you that don't want to go out on the ice, you do have a few open water options in that regard right now. But other than that, guys, fishing's good. We're ready for you here at the shop like we always are. The biggest perch contest has ended, but our free fish contest continues on until February 28th. And after that, we'll announce the winners. The winners will get a $50 gift card on us for the store. The rule's pretty simple. Catch the fish on Lake St. Clair. Be the one that stays on the board all the rest of the winter, and you get it. So good luck, guys. Be safe this weekend. Be smart. Keep those machines off the ice, and we'll see you at the shop. Later.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. It helps me, it helps the channel, it helps everyone that likes to catch fish.